the only person brave enough to comment on anything I post, my son Xavier. He just messaged me and said, "That's a good point." And I'm going to say, son, you know that I have all the points. The problem is you've been raised by people who didn't listen to you. Now I'm going to interview him and I'm going to say, son, I want you to tell the camera how you've been treated. I'll ask you questions and I just want you to answer them. If you get sad, I encourage you to go. If you cry, that's okay. We'll leave it here because people need to see how they've affected you. And it's hard to do it in person because they don't want to listen. Now this judge can tell me that it's a contrast in parenting, but when I tell you that I would raise my kids with morals and discipline without hitting them, without having to yell at them other than to correct them when they're in the danger of harm, then that's the way you should do it. And that's not my opinion. These are my kids. That's how they should be raised. When they go and stay with somebody else, and my ex-girlfriend has my younger two kids with a security guard, and my ex-wife had a remarriage with a guy who would spank them with spoons and paddles and stuff like that because he would make a mess and tell them to clean it up. Now, this is the kind of thing where a judge says that's a contrast in parenting. And this is where I want people who don't agree with what I say and say it's my opinion and say they don't agree with me, where it's wrong for a father to say, I would never hit my kids unless they did something super, super, super bad that was going to hurt somebody. And it would be one smack on the butt, and that is not abuse. It's stopping them from abusing themselves or someone else. That's the truth. That's how you discipline a child. You don't beat their ass because they didn't listen to what you said when you're a fucking moron. Now, I'm a little mad because these are my kids, and they're going to put me in jail because my kids need me. I'm not saying this because I'm having a fun time. And if you get mad that I'm raising my voice, then you're a fucking meager little child who can't deal with the fact that they have been lied to their whole lives and don't want to admit it. Now, I'm sorry that I raised my voice, but the point here is my kids were being spanked and told what to do and given prescription drugs when I asked my son how those made him feel. And I'm going to interview him today and let him tell you how all these things happened. When this judge says contrast in parenting, and I say, my ass, judge, I'm not trying to say you're a bad person, but you are ignorant of the facts. You don't own my kids. I had my kids. They own themselves. I own myself. I'm a better influence on my children. You're a bad influence on my children. You do not have the right to take them from me and keep them from me. That is against the will of God. And I know. For I am. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to yourselves anymore. My son means the world to me. My children mean the world to me. The world means the world to me. Quit fucking it up because you don't want to listen to somebody who loves you and isn't afraid to tell you that you're fucking up. Leave my kids alone. Leave me alone. Grow up. Start being moral people. Quit harming anything. Are you that fucking ignorant? Yes, you are. Quit ignoring things so you can quit being ignorant and you can become enlightened with the help of somebody who is. Now stop being children and grow up. I say this because I love you and you need to hear it. My kids do not deserve the life they're about to have if they don't have me in it. Now somebody tell me where I'm wrong, because I'm not. You are. And face it.